2021 for me was an interesting vintage. I'm not used to having the weather behave itself for so long, and also the luxury of having two wineries that we can end up targeting fruit.
It was the second year of running Leafield Station Winery, and we actually got to use the winery through the whole period of vintage and optimising that capacity all the way through. Being able to have the two wineries operating simultaneously was really great in terms of picking fruit when it was ready to come off, capturing those bright, ripe flavours and really making sure that we were getting the best possible quality into our wines. It was much more a logistical side of things, so Dad was out in the vineyard a lot. So it was really making sure we had that strong communication of what the Leafield Winery could handle, what the Waihopai Winery could handle.
What was interesting about it was taking the whole view that we've got flavour on the vine and we don't have to rush to get it in, and so therefore can we optimise exactly what that flavour can end up achieving as far as balance goes. And for me really it was a joy to go up to the winery each day, and she had one of her sisters also working with her, and because the weather was good, because the fruit was coming in and she felt she was on top of the whole season, it meant that we could have that cup of coffee, think about that jigsaw that we were quietly putting together for the final level of blendings.
I think the great thing about the 2021 harvest was that there was no pressure from disease. We had this beautiful long Indian summer, and so the fruit was really picked on ripeness. There's amazing flavour concentration, and that translates through to the wines that are being produced. I think you're really getting a lot of that varietal typicity, so really Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc is jumping out of the glass, likewise with Pinot Gris and Rosé. So I think the consumers can be really excited that the wines that they'll be purchasing from Marisco Vineyards this year are really a reflection of our region, and the quality is pretty impressive.
This year going through and tasting the fruit in the vineyard, and just the last week or so putting the blends together, what I really loved about this year is the fruit that you tasted in the vineyard, the Sauvignon Blanc or the Pinot Gris or the Pinot Noir, you truly ended up with that flavour and character in the glass. And I think anyone who enjoys the Ned wines and the flavour that's coming through, it is a true reflection of what that fruit tasted like on the vine.
So we're working really hard in the winery at the moment. It's been a big push since harvest to get those blends together and to get them ready for bottling. So we're really pushing them to get them out in the marketplace as soon as possible.